You see, so long as you're wide open to the story of being chipped, that chipping is good for you, or so long as you are open, and this is of course a worrisome thing, that you need the vaccinations, well, they have chips now that can be entered into your body with vaccination like nothing. You won't even know that you were chippity-do that. There are so many things in these technologies, and I know I'm going over time. And yes, the lady Anina asked me if I would be so kind and I would speak about it. But some of you will say, ah, hullabaloo. Some others will say, she is right, you know, because the signs are there. If you know that the Canadian RCMP, Royal Mounted Police, are training special forces supposedly to be out there to protect and rescue, they're all men and women in black. They all trained very heavily. Now imagine these people, these good people, go out there and train other people, and they take that training to abuse the masses, to suppress people even more. As I was speaking about taxes, and I come back to taxes, if you realize that the taxes are the most heavy on the little people out of our life, the elderly, low income or near medium income people, you are taxed the heaviest. When they say the taxes go to this, that and the other, in 1969, 1970, I think it started 1968, 1969, 1970. We had to work so hard behind the scenes to change the laws so the elderly didn't have to eat dog food. Yeah, I mean it. Buy dog food in the stores. And the brand was Calcan, that the elderly said was the best, was the most nutritious. So they could eat for $1.25 a day dog food. And we worked hard. There was a whole group of us that got together, and we worked very hard to change the law on the dog food. Canada is a very wealthy country, and pardon me, one of the richest countries on this planet. And the Creator said, "Thou shalt not kill." Ha! Where are all these phony baloney religious people who sent their sons and daughters into war to kill? Suddenly the word "thou shalt not kill" no longer applies? Or to what God are you listening to? My question to all of you today is to ponder in your heart. You have a planet that is flooded. You see, I wasn't appointed as a holy being. I wasn't appointed. I came to this planet, and the body that I have, this body was from a stillborn child. And I have been in this body, and sometimes I tell you, it was very hard and very confusing. Still today, I see. Some astrologers have said it is a bewilderness, Your Holiness, to see. And other astrologers said, yes, It is in that time that you were born, in that time that this body became inhabited with you. It shows that a holy person, a holy being came to earth. I said, I don't really care. You see, if you have been labeled this way, and you tried for so many years very hard to shake it, and to try to live a life like others, but there is this very, very long haul, this tug of bringing you back to the point that you came here on earth for humanity, to do the best you can do. And now during these times, I am coming to you to awaken you for the danger that you will be spied out by your television, by your computer, by your cell phone, because your street phones soon will all disappear. Didn't you see? If you want to phone somewhere and you are somewhere out and you do not own a cell phone, many of the young people that volunteer here, they say, you know, they're taking all the phones out. They tell us everywhere. I said, well, don't you know, before when they said tell us and you phoned, they knew what you were talking about, where you were and this, that and the other. Well, now it is much better. You are like a dog on a leash. You have your little cell phone and someone says, oh, it's so wonderful, trackable anywhere. Trackable anywhere. Sure, it could be for the positive of humanity. No doubt about it. I still think it is a very dangerous tool because the radiation of it destroys many of the cells, the good cells in your body, who then go rampant running around in your system. Television also irradiates. Many people have radio, bed radios, television, their cell phone in their bedroom. How unhealthy can you get it? Oh, yes, another lady says, early in the morning, I go and do my emails from my bed. Oh, there you are. Computer, cell phone, television. Oh, and what is next? The spy eye in the television that always can be slipped on and off to see what you're doing? You think when you pay your money to this company that this television sits there and it just is until you push the button. That's not true. With that television in your house, they can listen to all your conversations. Am I shaking you up? I can't help that. It is the truth. If you have a cabinet and you close off the television at night, they can't see you, but they can hear you. But now we have these mammoth screens on the wall in your homes, and you give them those, whoever is there in black, to spy on you in a much greater way. So with this, it is a very long epistle. And then we will go to getting you to understand the many gods. You know, again, to all of you that are so steeped in religion and never got it. That Bible is a gathering of epistles from all over the world and pieces of it that were put in there and tried to glue together, whatever. That's why some scholars have told me, well, Your Holiness, it doesn't make sense. I said, it can't make sense because it is bits and pieces from everywhere. And remember what I told you and what I tell you again. Zoroaster, Zarathustra, however you name it. Zarathustra lived in India. Zarathustra lived in the Middle East. Zarathustra also went for a time to Samoa. That's where he was born. And he also was in Egypt when he was small. And that's for the next story. With this, goodbye.